Yo, 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 it's your boy, man. We here with Power Plays Palace back again on this Wednesday, man. It is a Wednesday, FOMC day, and Spy is already acting up. So let's get down to the chart, man. So on yesterday, what we were looking for, if Spy was to break above the pre-market high and push up, we was gonna be looking at 742, 743.50, 745.53, and 748. And if SPY pulled back to the pre-market low before it started to pull up, and that pre-market low was able to maintain support, then we were looking at 738.50, 740, 70, and then 742. And then after that, we will follow the same path on up. And on the bearish side, if SPY was to try to break through the 740, 70, and it didn't break through, then we was going to look for targets at 738.50, 736.88, and 735.85. And on the bearish side, if we were going to get targets of 734, 732, and 730, if SPY was pulled back before the pre-market low, before the market opens and it broke through. And I'm gonna show you why I say SPY already on one this morning. It's FOMC day and all that, so it's gonna be a lot going on. But let's look at the chart. As you can see, really destroyed my pre-market low right now. But yesterday, what happened was SPY opened 739.20, pulled all the way back on these first two candles. And these are both 15-minute candles, so you can get a clear picture of what's going on. These first two candles, SPY pulled all the way back to established pre-market low of 736. Once it did that, SPY made a break for it and ran all the way up to 742. So by 1 o'clock, it had already tapped out the high today, 742.79, and it pulled back briefly down here to 740 area. And then it ran, a little bit, I say ran, but it pushed back up in the 741 area, almost 742, before finally closing the day at 740.77. Overnight, it kind of stayed in the same general range. Did get a brief pullback here where it touched 739.13, and then it opened up this morning here. It closed, I'm sorry, at 743.57 before it opened up this morning at 742.46. It went up to 743.48. It had established this pre-market low here before I started the video here at 741.25, which I set my chart off of today, and then it proceeded to move down below that. So we'll get to that. Let's put this right here. So even with that, right now we got 740 as the low mark so far this morning. It's about 8:20, so about an hour before the market opens. So that's where we are right now. So let's look at our chart for the day. The spot already done threw us a left hook. Alright, so for today, we have SPY pre-market high 743.48. Pre-market low was at 741.25 at the time, but it's at 740 right now. But if SPY was to break above that pre-market high and push up, we were looking for targets of 745, 747, 749, and 750. If SPY was to pull back to the pre-market low, man, which again now is 740, what we're going to be looking for is we're going to keep 741.25 in play. But then we'll be looking at 743.48, 745, 747, 749, and 750. And if SPY was to break above the pre-market, try to push through the pre-market high and then break below the 741, try to push back. The first level was going to be looking at the 741.25 and then 739.50, 738, and 736. So that's where we currently are. It could push lower than that, but based on where we are right now, it's 8:20, it's an hour before the market opens. There could be some change and some shift, man, but this is where we are currently. Now, with it being FOMC day, I think the implied volatility is going to be high. So if you trade contracts, you can look forward to paying a higher premium today for it. But I think in the end, I think you'll be okay. Be disciplined, man. FOMC can be a crazy day. If I'm not mistaken, it's some earnings this week also. So be mindful of the companies who have earnings that are affected, the S&P 500. And then from there, man, like I said, we'll get everything going in the right direction. But be disciplined, stay careful, and then pursue your dreams in the stock market. But be very careful. I keep saying that, right? This is not financial advice, but be careful. And if anything in my video helps you, with your trades or help you become a better trader over watching the series of videos I created, then, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing, and I will respond. If you have a question, please leave a question, and I will respond to your question. If you want to join us, we at Power Plays, the Discord. You can definitely join us over there. It's free. We're there every day for most of the day, just kind of in and out. If nobody's there, for instance, we're not trading, we might take breaks, but we're pretty much there, and we do our trade thing, and we try to have fun with it. But today is FOMC day, so be careful. Don't get out to the range, don't be undisciplined, and you'll be fine. If you don't like a trade, don't get in a trade. If you're nervous about a trade, set you a tight stop loss and just go ahead and get out if it don't go your way. Because on FOMC day, it can be some volatility. Not guaranteeing it is high. Not guaranteeing that it's going to be a lot of movement. But the volatility is going to be high because of the anticipation of what could possibly happen. So, the prices on the contracts and things could move fairly quickly. So you definitely want to be mindful of that. And then moving forward, let's get it in, man. But in the meantime, let's do it, man. It's Power Plays Palace. Do your trade, stay disciplined, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow, man. We out of here.